For this problem, we can see that we have fraction exponents, and students approach this problem and they're sort of at a loss because there's really only one way to solve this problem, and it is to use U-substitution. So remember, when we use U-substitution, you look for that BX term, quote unquote, and you say, what is the thing sitting next to what would be the constant b. In this case, the constant b is 3, and the thing sitting next to it is that x to the 1/3. So we're going to let u equal x to the 1/3. Now here's where this gets tricky. We need to check the what is u squared going to look like. So we're going to square both sides of this equation, and 1/3 to the second, remember power to a power we multiply, this is u to the 2/3. So where I see u to the 2/3, I can substitute in a u squared. Where I see u to the 1/3, I can substitute in a u. So let's go back to this first equation and we can see now u to the 2/3, that's u squared, minus 3 u, because u to the 1/3 is u, minus 10. And you can see now that this is a lot less scary and it's even factorable. So what's this going to factor to? Well, this is going to factor to negative u minus 5 and u plus 2 equals 0. And when we solve this and we set each factor equal to 0 and solve it, we're going to get that u is equal to 5 and u is equal to negative 2. But remember, in u substitution, it's not all about u, it's about x. And our original equation, our original substituting, we said u is equal to x cubed, x to the 1/3. So we're going to set x to the 1/3 and plug that in, substitute that back in for our variables u. Now, how do I undo, oops, those are supposed to be 1/3. Now, how do I undo a fraction exponent? Remember, we raise both sides to its reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of 1/3? Well, that's 3 over 1 or 3. So we're going to put parentheses around both sides and raise it to the third power. So 1/3 to the third, those become a 1. This becomes x to the 1 or x, and 5 cubed is 125. Again, 1/3 to the third, power to power, we multiply, we get a 1 or x to the 1, just x, and negative 2 cubed is negative 8, and we have gotten our answer.